Let's get right to the Bronx, where Marcus Solis is following the latest on these mass deportation efforts, and he has details on the arrest in the High Bridge section. Marcus, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Michelle and David. We saw a crackdown by the Trump administration begin last week in a number of sanctuary cities across the nation. It began in earnest here in New York City this morning, specifically the Bronx, with these raids taking place on Ogden Avenue and here on Creston Ave.
Yo lo más escuché fue policía.
That's how this resident of an apartment on Creston Avenue describes being awakened during an early morning raid that saw federal law enforcement agents take an individual into custody. The pictures posted by the DEA. This woman, who doesn't want to be identified, says the man from the Dominican Republic rented a room about a month ago. He told him he was married and they still took him away, she says. The arrest was part of a sweeping operation in the High Bridge section of the Bronx. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem on hand herself, posting pictures, taking part in briefings. The person taken into custody is identified as Anderson Zambrano Pacheco, an alleged member of the Venezuelan gang Tren de Agua, who authorities describe as a ringleader wanted for kidnapping, burglary, and menacing in an apartment complex in Aurora, Colorado. Since last week, hundreds of undocumented individuals have been detained nationwide. An ICE spokesman says federal agencies began conducting enhanced targeted operations today in New York City. For some residents in the Bronx, the arrests come as a welcome development.
I'm really happy it's happening. Very happy, actually. I've been seeing prostitution, women are walking around in skirts. You know, it's just very obvious they're prostitutes walking around. The building got worse the moment these people came in.
While it's unclear the charges related to the individual taken into custody here on Creston Ave, as far as the arrest in across the borough with Anderson Zambrano Pacheco, 25-year-old alleged gang member in that Colorado operation, that investigation, that suspect to appear in federal court later this afternoon. And because that was an ongoing criminal case, that is why the NYPD was involved in that operation that took place earlier this morning, as opposed to others involving immigration authorities. And we're live in the High Bridge section of the Bronx. Marcus Solis, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Thank you.
Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself. So, I just got done with my last video. Looking through, trying to decide what I'm going to make my next video on, and it's coming up. Kristi Noem had gone on a raid in New York City with her ICE. I mean, you can't. How sad is it? Okay, yes, it's a political stunt. I'm well aware that it's a political stunt. Don't try to tell me that it isn't. And don't tell me, and don't argue about it. Yes, it is. And you idiot Democrats that listen to this that are going, oh, no. Mayorkas didn't have the balls to do something like this. Matter of fact, he released these violent criminals. But here Kristi Noem is going out there and seeing what her people do. She's not watching a video. She's actually on the ground, like I said, as a political stunt. Yes, but it does give her the ability to say, I saw what's going on. Been out there. So, she's gone out there. She's seeing the kind of dangerous criminals that they are having to pull in. I think it's pretty cool myself. I mean, the whole shooting the dog thing, but think about this. She's Secretary of Department of Homeland Security. Well, Secretary of Homeland Security. Is she authorized to carry a firearm on her? I know she's got bodyguards, but If she's authorized, if she's willing to not just shoot her family dog, but to write about it, think about what would have happened if something had gone wrong. She'd be more than willing to put somebody down. I'm liking this woman already. I really am. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Folks, I just want to say thank you for listening. I want to thank you for taking your time. I want to hear what your comments are about what you think on this topic, because your comments are what's important, not necessarily mine. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're conservative. I don't care if you're liberal. I don't care if you're Democrat. I want to hear your opinion on these topics. I want to thank you yet again for listening to my video. Like, subscribe, and all that other hoopla. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.